Okay, so what is RAG? RAG or RAG stands for Retrieval-Augmented Generation. Now that's a little bit technical, like what does it actually mean? Well, that means before AI gives you the answer, it actually goes and looks up the answer from your knowledge base and then presents that answer back to you. Now that's different from the overall like LLMs where like you go into like the ChatGPT interface and you ask it a question. That's based, as we discussed, is based on statistical significance, but not actual on the knowledge that you want it to present. So you might, for example, like in your business or your life, you might have like actual information, like context about you and your business, and you can actually put that information into like a private ChatGPT for you personally or for your company or for a certain amount of people that you decide. You can actually put that information in there, and then you can use these LLMs, like the power of the LLMs, to actually look into your data, even if it's like hundreds or thousands of pages long of all this information. I can actually go through all that information. But the reason you use RAG is that it can actually give you really accurate answers about your personal situation, your business situation, and all that. So a simple example of this is RAG. Basically, if you're asked an answer, instead of you just like kind of guessing based on what you heard, you actually go to a library or go to the bookshelf, pick out an atlas, find out, okay, what is the capital of France, as we discussed before. Okay, I can see it's Paris. Okay, then you bring that information back to whoever the person is that asked the question. That's basically how RAG works. Works slightly different than the overall LLM model as we discussed before. So without RAG, AI basically guesses or makes things up, so hallucinates basically, or there's a much higher chance of that, especially if the information that you need from it is actually, it actually doesn't know it or it's private to you. So that's why you need RAG if you're doing these kind of things. So with RAG, AI looks at the real documents maybe that you gave it, whether it's your own stuff or whether it's a textbook or whatever it is. They look at these things, so the answers are much more accurate. So much more better, more accurate answers. So now we're going to kind of discuss more the underlying things of how RAG works and the underlying like technical details, but as simplified as possible, how all this works, and like talking about tokens, credits, like vectors, and then just a general overview. So you have a nice overview of AI, how it works and how it can actually help you, your life, your business, etc. So let's get started on that.